Hello FPL managers and welcome back to another FPL video. Today we have a look at our first thoughts for Game Week 2. In today's video we review the first game of the new FPL season and discuss some key statistics and transfer watch lists for the next game week. Also leave a like and subscribe as it really helps out the channel, and click the notification bell so you guys don't miss any future uploads. And with that being said, let's get into the video. So first of all, let's have a look at some key points and statistics from last night's game and discuss who could be good options for the upcoming game week. Looking at the teams as a whole first, Arsenal's XG for this game was 1.41, but they ended up scoring 2 goals as they were fairly decent in capitalising on their chances with just 2 shots on target. Their team expected clean sheets though was very low at just 0.37, despite them conceding 0 goals anyway. I do think Arsenal looked a bit vulnerable on the counter-attack to Crystal Palace, as when they did lose those balls in the high position, they looked a bit vulnerable to that Crystal Palace fast break. Amongst all Arsenal FPL assets, Zinchenko was their highest point scorer as he chipped in with an assist, a clean sheet and triple bonus points. We'll discuss more about him further, but he had a very nice attacking positioning in that fullback role for Arsenal and did take a shot as well. Looking to Crystal Palace, their team XG was 0.99, but they couldn't turn home a chance as they were expected to score 1 goal but provided 0. Similar to Arsenal, they also had 10 total shots with 2 on target, but due to a couple of great saves from Ramsdale at close range, he kept Crystal Palace goalless. And if you were looking towards those Crystal Palace defensive assets, their team expected clean sheets was just 0.24, and they did concede 2 goals in this game. Wilfried Zaha was probably their most impressive player and their tied highest point scorer for this game with just the 2 points, but I really did like his attacking positioning and his good runs into the box, threatening those Arsenal defenders. So now taking a look at some deeper player analysis, Zinchenko is the highest scoring player in FPL so far with 12 points under the belt, as he provided an assist, a clean sheet and triple bonus points. His underlying stats were also very good as his XG was a bit low at 0.04, but his XA did rank top amongst all players in this game with 0.68. He also attempted the most assists for Arsenal in this game with 2, which was fairly impressive especially for a defender, and overall upholded very attacking positions, allowing him to get into those dangerous areas and put in good balls. To illustrate this, he also registered a shot on target as well, as he looks to provide both good goal and assist potential due to his good areas he's upholding. Martinelli was another one that really impressed for Arsenal and was the second highest scoring player in this game with 8 FPL points. Martinelli's XG of 0.93 does rank top amongst all players so far this game week, as he did have 2 very big chances. He should have turned home a goal early on with a 0.68 XG, so he could have easily walked away with 2 goals in this game. I do think at £6 million he looks to be excellent value, as he probably was the most threatening Arsenal attacker in my opinion, and just looks to be a nice pick at that price tag. His total of 2 shots did rank second amongst all Arsenal players, only one behind the leader in Bukayo Saka, and as we touched on before, he did have those 2 big chances, making good runs into the box. Saliba was the tied second highest scoring player for Arsenal as he got himself 8 points with a clean sheet and 2 bonus points. He didn't attempt any assists or take any shots, giving him an XG of 0 and an XA of 0, but he did make a lot of defensive actions such as tackles and interceptions, which allowed him to get those 2 additional bonus points on top of that clean sheet. Due to his very good debut for Arsenal, I would be expecting him to start more games over the coming future, so definitely at £4.5 million could prove to be a nice budget way to get into their defence. Gabriel recorded 7 points and was fairly similar to Saliba in the sense that he attempted 0 assists and also took 0 shots, but was able to contribute 1 bonus point on top of his clean sheet due to his good defensive actions there. Gabriel does tend to provide good threat from corners as well, so definitely one to look out for in the future at £5 million. Bukayo Saka was the second highest owned player from Arsenal coming into this game, and he had some fairly decent underlying stats with an XG of 0.15, but did record 3 shots which ranked top amongst all players on the pitch. He is picking up those balls in the wide areas and cutting inside taking those shots, which is always a nice way for him to get his points, and I do think for the future he continues to be a nice pick at £8 million due to the fact that he did get a few chances for Arsenal. And Ramsdale rounds out the highest scoring players in this game as he contributed 6 points by getting himself a clean sheet. He didn't record any save bonus unfortunately as he just made the 2 saves, but both of these saves were very vital for Arsenal to record that clean sheet. Ramsdale's definitely one to look out for in goals over the next 4 game weeks, as Arsenal defence looked decent in game week 1 despite conceding a couple of big chances as Ramsdale rose to the plate. So with these key stats in mind, let's have a look at our Game Week 2 transfer watch list. The first one here is of course Gabriel Martinelli, as for me he was the most impressive in this game for the Gunners, as he did have those two big chances with a very high XG of 0.93 and looks to be a great FPL value asset at £6 million. It was also good to see him get the full 90 minutes in, as there was some doubts whether he was going to get subbed off early, but after this very promising performance I am hoping he can record more 90-minute games over the first 5 game weeks. His ownership has already risen at 2% since his first game of the season, so I would be expecting his price to rise in the next 1 to 2 game weeks. Furthermore, my second favourite asset from Arsenal in this game was Zinchenko, as he looks to provide great value at both ends of the pitch with that clean sheet and assist and goal potential. As we've touched on, he did attempt the second most assists for Arsenal and also record a shot, which was the top for all defenders in this game, and I do think at £5 million he's a great value asset in that fullback role. He's getting into good positions and getting fairly involved, allowing him to pick up bonus points, so he could prove to be a nice differential with around a 15% ownership at the time of recording. Ramsdale does come in here at £5 million at the same price as Zinchenko, as he's a great way to capitalise on Arsenal defence, which did look solid in game week 1, and plus they have very good fixtures to come from a defensive standpoint. That is why we have gone for a third Arsenal defensive asset with Saliba here, as at £4.5 million he could prove to be a very nice value way to get in their defence, as he can capitalise on those bonus points as well. As he's shown, he looks to be a very solid centre back for Arsenal, so I would be expecting him to start the majority of the first 5 fixtures, if not all of them. So at £4.5 million to get a nailed starting centre back for Arsenal, here's a nice value pick. Bukayo Saka has to feature on the watch list, as he did take the most shots in game week 1 out of any player in this match with 3, and I really like his positioning of cutting in from the wing onto that left foot, as this is how he scores a lot of goals. There is the potential that he's on penalties as well, as he was taking penalties throughout pre-season, so when Arsenal do get awarded that spot kick, it'd be exciting to see him step up at £8 million, proving to be a nice cheaper penalty taker option. Of course, after discussing all these 5 Arsenal players to go on the watch list, it's important to take into consideration their fixtures, as they face Leicester, Bournemouth, Fulham and Aston Villa as the next 4 opponents, which looks incredibly promising for their FPL asset standpoint. If I was to consider a Crystal Palace asset though, I was most impressed by Wilfried Zaha, as he had the best chances for them throughout the game and looked very threatening on the counter attack. Zaha was able to create chances for his teammates as well, as not only did he take 1 shot, he also attempted 2 assists, which did rank amongst the top players for this game, and actually recorded the second highest expected assist in this game with 0.39. Thanks for watching today's video. If you guys want to become a channel member, then click the join button down below and get featured on the members board at the end of the videos, just like Philip Ash here. Also, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to show support for the channel, and click the notification bell. And with that being said, I'll see you guys in the next one.